Alright, here it is 28 years later, directed by Danny Boyle. Let's talk about it. Okay, so hear me out. I don't believe that, I genuinely do not believe that the movie deserves the amount of hate that it's been getting. While it wasn't what I expected it to be, I'm honestly not mad about that at all. If anything, I left the theater more so surprised by everything that I felt while watching it. I think a lot of people went into this expecting like nonstop chaos like the first two movies, and maybe that's where the disappointment is coming from. I don't know, but for me, the slower, more emotional approach really worked. It wasn't your typical zombie movie, and that's what made it stand out. Visually, the movie was stunning. Cinematography was just chef's kiss. Like, there were genuinely scenes that had me like holding my breath just because of how they were framed. Danny Boyle really knows how to create tension and beauty all at once, and then knowing that a lot of the film was made using iPhones is just even more impressive. I thought the writing was beautiful. Like, some of those quiet introspective moments, they just hit so hard. Performance wise, Alfie Williams was absolutely incredible as Spike. Like, it was such a great breakout performance. And then Ralph Fiennes, he was amazing per usual. I never have anything bad to say about him. I adore him as an actor. His monologue at the Bone Temple was like hauntingly good. It was probably my favorite scene in the entire movie. But the real like standout for me was Jodie Comer. Her character was just so layered and gut-wrenching and unforgettable, and I loved every second she was on the screen. What surprised me the most was how emotionally invested I became. Like, the themes of life and death and survival, they were handled with such nuance, and I did not expect to care that much, but I did. I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars just because the ending left me like really confused, and not necessarily in a bad way, but like now that I know it's setting up for the Bone Temple, I'm actually pretty intrigued to see where the whole story goes from here. Overall, I am glad that I watched it. I thought it was great. I really liked it. It may not be what everyone else wanted, but personally, I think it was a beautifully shot, emotionally impactful take on the apocalypse. The hate does feel a bit extreme to me, but hey, we all experience movies differently, and that's okay. Also, if you have seen it for yourself, I want to know what you thought about it in the comments, so drop one below.